Well done to Hampshire for coming out with a draw. Well done to you with 100.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it was a good grind. Just obviously the situation we're in at the time, I knew I just needed to bat along. That was the message I was getting from the dressing room and obviously in the game situation. So tried my best to do that. Obviously it was nice batting with Tilly, who sort of kept scoring as well. And yeah, just tried to bat as long as I could. And luckily we got past that follow on. And then once we did that, everything calmed down a bit and we sort of knew we were there.
Was it more time pressure rather than scoring runs at a rate?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of both, really. Obviously, you want to score one for bonus points for 110 overs. And then, obviously, once you pass our follow-on, it's going to be really hard for them to push for results. So, yeah, you're obviously trying to bat time, take time out of the game, but at the same time, you want to look to score. And, yeah, it just comes in flusters, really, with periods of not scoring, and then you have a couple of decent overs to keep things going.
You must have been pleased to come out of it with your highest first-class score, 122 not out.
Yeah, I was. Of course, yeah. I think the last game I played was against Essex. I got out in quite a soft way, and that was a bit of a turning point for me personally. Obviously, with no Dorse here at the moment, that gives me a good opportunity. And yeah, I just want to take that to the best of my ability, which I feel I've done this game. And I really didn't want to give it away. As you probably saw when I was batting, just blocking it. But yeah, I just wanted to give myself the best chance. And luckily, this game sort of went my way.
I know the opportunities are a little harder now, isn't it? Because with Liam Dawson being the main spinner, only your third game this year. But it's 3 years since you last scored a first-class 100. Was that weighing on you a little bit?
I mean, the nervous 90s. The last time I got in the 90s, I got out stumped, I think. So once I got there, I was slightly nervous. But no, I mean, yeah, obviously Dawson, incredible cricketer. Obviously, he's best spinner in England. He's playing for England, rightly so. And being behind him, there are times where it can be frustrating. You're not always getting the amount of matches you might like. But then my job is to step up when required and also try and push my case for a batting position. That's something I've wanted to do all season. And when I get my chance, I've just got to try and take it and show that I can play with Dorse and not just as a second spinner. So therefore in my innings today, there is obviously, you're just constantly reminding yourself of those situations of times when you have been frustrated and you want to get in the team. And, now I've got an opportunity to play. It's amazing. I mean, it's obviously a long 4 days this week, but I've loved every second of it. So you just want that to continue and try and force your way to stay in the team.
Not only you, but you managed to get through the whole morning session and a half an hour into the lunch break as well. Was there any moments there where you felt we still need to keep that in here because we could be under pressure?
Yeah, I think when myself and Tilak had the partnership, sometimes, the game quietens down a bit. It's obviously the wicket's flat, it's not doing loads, and you sort of need to look at the scoreboard and just remind yourself that actually we're still so far behind. And as a side, a couple of wickets, if we were them, and you've got to sniff again. Obviously when Tilak got out last night, it just sort of kicks you into gear a bit of being like, oh no, we need to really push and get past this follow on. And then this morning, obviously I think Foz actually batted really nicely. They're always going to come hard with obviously Tung and Abbas to start. So getting through that initial part and getting past the follow on, once we were past that, then everything sort of relaxed a bit and we're okay.
You mentioned Tilak there a few times, I know, because you brought a big partnership, and you would. But I'm just wondering, maybe not you personally, but maybe I might include it in that. Now he's here, he's doing well. He plays a certain way, and it seems pretty obvious the way he plays.
Yeah.
Are other people looking at him and saying, yeah, there's something here? A lot of people say overseas players and you feed off them. Are guys feeding off him?
I think you definitely learn certain things from him. I mean, even personally with bowling, obviously playing in India a lot, some of the fields he spoke to me in the way of bowling. It's really interesting and you learn from that. Tilak's batting approach is, I guess, different to most of us. I mean, he bats a long period of time and then will play an absolutely outrageous shot. I mean, if I try to bat like that and I do that, I'll just hit it straight up. So I'm not sure that would work for me. But there are obviously his patience on the whole, his technique, the way he thinks about the game is definitely something we all look to learn off. And you can tell with how many runs he's getting, you'd be silly not to ask him questions and try and learn from the way he thinks and the way he plays the game.
just finally, one more round of Kookaburra balls to come up at New Road next week. What's the feeling?
I think we're happy it's the last one. The Cookers, I mean, it's that mix with the Utilita. It's not a great mix, I don't think. It just gets so flat. I mean, you see this week with all the matches, it's either wickets like Somerset where you have to really force a result and it's done in a day and a half, or you try and play proper cricket and then the ball goes soft. So it's a really tough balance. But look, we'll go to Worcester. It's obviously a massive game for us, and the conditions are what they are. It's completely irrelevant. You still got to play better than the other team. And if you play well enough, you can always force a result. So we'll go there with a good attitude, which I think we had this week. Obviously, Notts are a really good side, and we sort of pushed through that. And then, yeah, we'll try and do our best to force a result next week, regardless of conditions.